Welcome, everyone. Let's all raise our Kundalini and place ourselves in Bandhan. And just with our hands open on our lap, let's place them together at our heart and bow down and thank Shri Mataji for bringing us together. Thank you, Shri Mataji. Please let us feel your presence in all our chakras. So we'll start our foot soak, but I'll just mention that after our foot soak, we have had a request to give a collective bandhan, and it's a good opportunity if anyone has thought of something or anything comes to mind that you feel we should all give a bandhan to, means we want to put the attention of divine onto a situation or a person. And we have one request so far, and you're all welcome to put something in the chat. We'll do that after our foot soak, before we get into our excerpts of Shri Mataji's talks and our meditation. So if you've thought of something now before we do our clearing, then just make a note of it, and then we can just remember it later. So let's take our buckets, if you have them, and we can place we can give it a nice bandhan, vibrating the water so that it's got the qualities of the ocean to absorb any negativity from the day. And of course, if it's your morning, hearty welcome to a lovely meditation together. Just having a few deep breaths. Just using our right hand through our central channel, just raising our energy with our hand, and take our palm onto the Sahasrara, giving it a nice massage in a clockwise direction. We can ask in our heart, Shri Mataji, please let me feel the silence, the thoughtless awareness and the joy. At Sasrara. Just raising your hand to see if you can feel that flow of vibrations. And then we can bring that right hand back down on our lap. Let's just ask Shri Mataji, please let me feel the qualities of your son, Shri Ganesha, at the Muladhara. Qualities of wisdom, innocence, purity, and joy. We can just drop our two hands towards the earth. Shri Ganesha, please make my Muladhara clear and clean so that you can be there. Let's bring one of our hands, the left hand, back onto our lap. And we can ask Shri Mataji, Shri Ganesha, please clear my left side. Please make me stronger than my memory. Bringing that right hand up onto our lap, bending the left. You can ask Shri Mataji, in your form of Shri Maha Saraswati and Shri Hanumana, please clear my right side. And bringing that hand back down, two hands now back down. We'll clear all our lower centers by putting our two hands behind our back as far as we can. So from the ribs down, just sliding and clearing and massaging the two sides, the hips, down the legs. A few more times. So two hands behind and then in front, down the legs. Then again, with that right hand, raise up our Kundalini through the central channel. We can put our hand on our nabi, our right hand, where the belly button is. Shri Mataji, I am satisfied. Mother, please make me satisfied. However you keep me, I'm satisfied. And then just with that right hand, let's go all around the nabi. So this is the way the Swadhisthana roams around, creating that void area. Let's make those circles with the right hand. We can say that affirmation that I am my own master. I listen only to my spirit. It's taking our right hand on our heart on the left-hand side. And let's affirm, I am the pure spirit. Just saying that to ourselves quite a few times. I am the pure spirit. Let's drop our forehead into the palm of our hand. I forgive everyone. I forgive. And I forgive myself. And from behind, let's drop the back of our head into the palm from behind. And let's ask for forgiveness. Shri Mataji, please forgive me for any mistakes that I know of, that I don't know of. Anything I may have done. Anything that stops my spiritual progress. And then let's bring our hand up to our Sahasrara. And again, massaging Mother, please strengthen my self-realization. Please strengthen my realization. Now let's take the two hands crossed at the ego and the superego, the palms, giving it a nice squeeze, uncrossing and sliding down our two channels and offering that into the water. Let's do it again. The hands are crossed on the ego and the superego, either side of our head. Uncrossing, sweeping down. And then just see how you're feeling, holding your hands at the level of your heart. Mother, please show me my chakras. Should be feeling nice and cool now. And let's finish our foot soak. Just rinse your feet, dry them. Just giving the feet a bit of a dry on a towel. Keeping the bucket aside. Holding on to that nice, cool feeling. Let's just do a couple of bandhans. Feel free to put something in the chat that you, if you're on the Zoom, or if you've got WhatsApp open, if you're on YouTube, you can WhatsApp into either the Going Deeper WhatsApp group or the Ashram series groups, whichever. Otherwise, in the chat just here, nice, Pale, got that. All right, so we've got a couple of things. So we'll do the collective bandhans and just keep adding them into the chat, and we'll just go through them one by one. So the first one we've got is Julian Assange. So we're going to write on our hand Julian's name, Julian Assange. So the purpose being to put the attention of divine onto a person or situation. So we'll keep our attention up there at Sahasrara, just writing the name on our palm, and then just giving a bandhan. Let's do that collectively. That feels nice and cool. Next one. All the false gurus, false knowledge, and attacks on the innocence of children. Julia, thanks for that. Did you mean that as three, as one, or or three separate ones? We'll take it as one for now. So it's false gurus, false knowledge, and attacks on the innocence of children. And let's bandhan. So we're making circles with our right hand on those words we've written on our left hand. So we would count 7, or otherwise we just do it without counting, and then we start to feel cool, so then we stop. So that's feeling nice and cool. You're all doing a wonderful job there, I think. Let's write payal, P-A-Y-A-L, negativity. And let's give a bandhan. Great. Now we're going to give a bandhan for peace in this world. It's a lovely thought. Peace in this world. And giving a bandhan. Thanks, Veronica, for your lovely words. Now we're going to put Amaria Jane and Atarv Jane, health, good health. So that's, if you can see in the chat, you'll see the spelling, but otherwise those who are not on the chat, that is A-M-A-Y-R-A and A-T-H-A-R-V, and the surname is Jain, J-A-I-N. And that's good health. And let's give a bandhan. Just circling all those words with our right hand. Attention still at Sahasrara. It feels nice. Oh, we've come to the end of the list. Well done, everyone. And we will do that again on, maybe we'll do it again on Friday night. So if you have anything you want to suggest, keep it for Friday now. I'm just going to play now a lovely little excerpt. I've got a couple of excerpts and we'll meditate in between the words of Shri Mataji.
Gacchami dhammam saranam gacchami sangham saranam gacchami.
So, I mean, in the name of God, ridiculous things were done. Ridiculous things were done. So he just thought better not talk about God. The first step is self-realization. He was a great Sahaja Yogi, I must say. Because he said, nothing doing, don't talk about God or anything. First you get your realization. That was the first condition. Establish it. Unless and until you have established your realization, nothing doing. So he just started his own method of propagating Buddha's knowledge, or you can Buddhism as they call it. Of course, it became ism later on. So all that he started with the idea that people should first become Buddha. Buddha means realize. Buddha is to know. So Buddha means the person who has known, means the one who is a realizer. So what he says, Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. I bow, no, I surrender. Sharanam means I surrender to the Buddhas, means to all the Sahajogis. You are all Buddhas because you know. When you know, you are the Buddha. When that purity comes, you see, in our temperament, that we do everything without any desire, we have got rid of our ego. The Buddha is awakened within us. And that's what is the importance of Buddha. That he settled down himself in a place which is the most difficult place. That is on the left side of your head, you see. Sometimes I have seen it projects here up to this point, in some people. They get such a terrible pain, pulling it out from there. Can't imagine. So this horrible point, which is so funny, it is sometimes it can blow up like that, you see. Sometimes it can pierce through. It's a horrible one, which all of you have developed quite a lot, you see. And it takes its forms in different ways and methods. For that, we have to say, Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. Means we surrender ourselves to Buddha. Then what does he say? The second one is very good. Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. I surrender myself to collectivity. Sangham. Sangha is the collectivity. I surrender myself to collectivity. Ego goes down. First of all, Buddha, who is sitting, who is the deity, which is the enlightenment, you say, I surrender myself to Buddha. Secondly, you say, I surrender myself to collectivity. Egoistical people cannot surrender. So, I surrender myself to collectivity. So, we say, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. It is to Virat. We are. It is the third one. Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. The third one, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami. Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami. Dhamma means the religion, the balance. I surrender myself to religion, which is essence of it. Or you can put it the other way round, that Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami. That's all. If you have achieved it, then we can talk of God, not before that. So these three things are to be achieved. We would put it in a Sahaja Yoga way like this. First of all, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami. I surrender myself to my virtues. All desires can be surrendered to your virtue. Is it virtuous to do like this? You can. If you are brought up that way, you will just not do it. You will have no desires to do something that is not virtuous and righteous. You will just not do it. So, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami. Then you should say Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, means I surrender myself to my enlightenment. This is the second state when you are ascended. Surrender myself to enlightenment. Enlightenment that I have got to my spirit. It's the spirit who is going to guide me. No more my physical, mental, emotional, nonsensical temptations. But what is the spirit? And thirdly, the Sangham Sharanam Gacchami, to the collective, to the whole, to the Virat. This is the way we have to work it out. So ultimately reach the same point. That let me start it from myself. From myself to others, not from others to myself. It's like treating the tree from outside, not from the roots. But Sahaja Yoga treats you from the roots. First you get your realization, alright? Then you learn how to surrender yourself to your dharma. Then you become collectively conscious. Collectivity is a temperament, is a sense of enjoyment that you get in the collective living. Unless and until you have that, you have not achieved. So Buddha has played a very great role in our lives, and he is a very great powerful force within us. Ego is the only problem I always face, reaching their hearts. If ego is removed, everything will be alright. So for us, the great mantra is Buddham Sharanam Gacchami. These three mantras you must say every day, I think, to get rid of this horrible ego.
Buddhang saranam gacchami, dhammang saranam gacchami, sanghang saranam gacchami, Shri Mataji saranam gacchami, Shri Mataji saranam gacchami.
My idea of coming to Pandharpur for Shiv Puja was this, that Shiva represents the spirit, and the spirit is residing in all of you, in your hearts. The seat of Sadashiva is on top of your head, but is reflected in your heart. Now your brain is the Vittala. So to bring spirit to your brain means enlightenment of your brain. Enlightenment of your brain means the limited capacity of your brain has to become unlimited in its capacity to realize God. I will not use the word understand, but to realize God. How powerful He is, how miraculous He is, how great He is. The another is that the brain of man can create, of course, out of the dead. But when the spirit comes into brain, then you create living things, living work of Kundalini. Even the dead start behaving like living because you touch the spirit in the dead. Like the nucleus inside every atom or a molecule has the spirit of that molecule. And if you become your spirit, we can say the brain of a molecule or an atom is like the nucleus, body of the nucleus. But the one that controls the nucleus is the spirit that resides within the nucleus. So now you have got the attention or the body, the whole body of the atom, then the nucleus, and inside the nucleus is the spirit. In the same way, we have this body, the attention of the body. And then we have the nucleus is the brain. And the spirit is in the heart. So the brain is controlled through the spirit. How? That around the heart there are 7 auras. Which can be multiplied into any number. 7 raised to power 1600, which are the ones which watch the 7 chakras raised to power 1600. 16,000, sorry. Now this spirit is watching through this aura. Watching, I am again saying watching. Through this aura, can you sit down? Can you sit down? I think would be better. There's no need to bother once you have put it up. This aura is watching the behavior of your 7 centers in your brain. Is also watching all the nerves that are working in the brain, watching again. But when you bring the spirit into your brain, then you go 2 steps ahead. Because when your Kundalini rises, she touches the Sadashiva, and Sadashiva informs the spirit. Informs in the sense reflects in the spirit. So that's the first state where the watching auras start communicating to your different chakras in the brain and integrating it. But when you bring your spirit to your brain, this is the second state. Then you really become self-realized in the full way. In the full way. Because then yourself, that is the spirit, becomes your brain. Action is very dynamic. It opens then the 5th dimension in the human being. First, when you become realized, collectively conscious, and start raising the Kundalini, you cross the 4th dimension. But when your spirit comes into your brain, then you become the 5th dimension, means you become the doer. Our brain now, for example, says, all right, lift this thing up. So you touch it with your hand, you lift it up. You are the doer. But when the brain becomes the spirit is the doer. And when spirit is the doer, then you become a complete Shiva, self-realized. In that state, if you get angry, you are not attached. You are not an attached person to anything whatsoever. If you possess anything, you are not attached. You cannot attach because spirit is detachment. It's complete detachment. You don't bother about any attachments whatsoever. Even for a second you are not attached.
Let's finish our meditation by raising our Kundalini, placing ourselves in Bandhan. And bowing down with our hands together, thanking Shri Mataji from our heart for allowing us to feel a lovely meditation together. And I'll just share a musical video. It's of the Cabela River, and there's various instruments and bird sounds. So it's very nice. As our finishing video, if you want to continue on meditating for some time, you can. It goes for about 5 minutes, and otherwise we'll see you on Friday night. Good night, everyone.